So today on Modded Survival, we're going to be going through some Ars Magica spells. I'm actually going to be creating my first spell today. I thought I'd give you a little tutorial in case you ever decided to check out this mod and whatnot. Since my last update video, I've added a section to the house. Now this is an altar that you're going to be using to make Ars Magica spells, and we'll go through that later. I'll show you how it works and whatnot. Nothing too fancy, just enough to get the job done. Alright, so I've got most of the components already, most of the ones that are going to be difficult to get. Yesterday I had to go out in the search of snow, had to go about 20 miles north. I'm going to sleep really quick so we don't get blown up while making spells. You know, those creepers always come at the worst possible time. Alright, so what you're going to do is when you first start Ars Magica, you're going to start with a few points. You start off with the Oculus, and this is where you're going to unlock your spell components. You have offense, defense, and utility. What I decided to do was I went with offense, projectile, so I can shoot the spells from my hands. Pretty gnarly stuff, I know. And utility, I chose dig. Now what that's going to do is it's going to be a shovel, an axe, a pickaxe, basically break any block you want in seconds. It's going to be a huge time saver with building, mining, whatever have you, so it's really good to level up. It doesn't use much mana, and it makes it easy to level up your magic spell. Now the way you're going to make an Oculus is like that. You're going to have some chiseled brick, just some glass, blue topaz, which you can find down mining, and your standard coal. Now next what you're going to do, after you've already unlocked your components in the Oculus, is you're going to go over to your inscription table. You're going to need a book and quill to make the spell. And after you unlock your components, they should be up here. Now, what I did for this one, I already have the book down here, as you see. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your projectile up here. It's going to be projectile or touch. And then you're going to put your spell component down at the bottom. So this is going to be just the projectile dig. So I put it down there. And then you put your book and quill in here. And you just name your spell, pull it out, and voila. Now I've already done all of this, just so I knew what I would need. And what it looks like I'm going to have to gather is a blank rune, Vintium Dust, Arrow, Snowball, Orange Rune, Iron Shovel, Iron Pickaxe, Spell Parchment. Now, I believe I have all those things in my chests. The only thing I'm going to have to go get is an Orange Rune, which I might actually have some orange flowers. Alright, perfect. Now these aren't going to be the flowers that I need, as you see. They don't make orange dye, but you'll get a mystical orange petal. And what's really nice about the mods in this pack is you can use different mods for other mods to a certain extent. Now what I'm going to want to do here is grab a pestle and mortar. Alright, looks like just 4 planks and a stick. That should be easy enough. We'll see if they let us use some hodgepodge wood. Oh, perfect. We got a bowl. And I think it was something like this. There we go. And what you do is I think you just throw them in a crafting table. And voila, orange floral powder. It's not called dye, but it works the same exact way. Now just some cobblestone for the runes. And the way you make a rune is you just make a somewhat of a fish shape. 2 blank runes. We need an orange. I can use more wood. Oh good, we still got some iron. And we need an iron shovel and an iron pickaxe, I think it was. Voila. Alright, now I just want to make sure I have everything I need. Blank room check, Vintium dust, I'm going to need to grab that. Arrow, Need to grab that. And spell parchment, I'll need to grab that. Got an arrow. This is my Ars Magica chest right here, if you can't tell. There's my Vintium dust and my spell parchment. Spell parchments are really easy to make. I'll show you the recipe in case you're interested. There it is. It's just 2 sticks and a piece of paper in the middle. Alright, let's go get started on this spell. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have a lectern. I'll show you the recipe on that. Super simple. This is a really easy mod to get started in. It gets a little more difficult down the road, but there's a lot of bosses you can fight. There's armor, weapons, super high damage output spells. It's definitely worth it. And the only other thing that is unfamiliar with the vanilla Minecraft here is a crafting altar. Nah, not my map. There it is, just a piece of stone and a Vintium dust on top. You can find Vintium dust down mining. And a magic wall, which is stone and Vintium dust as well. Just like that. And it gives you 16 of them, so it's good for this. And I've also built houses with it. It's super cool looking if you find the right wood to go with it. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're just going to throw the book inside your lectern and start it off. Every spell you'll make will start with the blank rune. So you just toss that in the middle and it'll tell you what you need next. Super easy. Vintium dust. Where's that arrow? Voila. Snowball. Orange rune. Iron. I think they'll take my old one. Nah, they ain't having none of that. Pickaxe. And just my spell parchment. Voila! And look at that, we got a spell, guys. Now you're just gonna click on it. Let's see, which of these look like a dig? Now once you make this, I don't think you can change the picture, so you gotta make sure it's spot on. Alright, this isn't necessarily a dig, but it's pretty gnarly. We're gonna go with that one. And we'll just stick with the normal name dig. Alright. And look at that, we have a dig spell. I'll show you guys how this works. Try not to use it on my door. It will pulverize everything in its way. Alright. Let's say I just happened to forget my pickaxe, or my wood axe. Oops. What am I gonna do? Pull out my dig spell. Just like that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you have any more questions about Ars Magica, just post it in some comments or something, and I'm sure I'll be able to answer them. Like I said, it's a super fun mod, and definitely worth looking into.